What's up, Fire Nation? It's your boy Rico, along with my little big cousin G-Baby and Raul, the Zookeeper, and we are the Friendly Fire Podcast, the hottest podcast on either side of the Mississippi, episode 28, baby.
28.
Yeah. 28, all right?
Going fast.
How are we doing today, fellas? Wellness check.
I'm doing good. Got some rest.
Got some sleep.
Fell down the stairs.
It was a scary time.
We were setting up, and all of a sudden we just, you good? I'm good. I'm good.
Rico and Zoo get to banging on the door like the police. Scramble out of bed.
Zoo, how you doing, party animal?
I'm doing amazing.
You doing
Just
amazing,
came back
brother?
From the bar.
He's going to go right back after this.
Yeah, as soon as I say be blessed, he's gone. But we thank y'all for tuning in. We have another pretty fun episode, nothing too dark. We do got some condolences to wish out, but overall, we have a pretty good slanderous episode and very opinionated episode. So we hope you guys are strapped in and ready to listen. G-Baby, you want to start us off?
There goes all our Hollywood connects.
No, Rico ain't gonna let that happen.
Nah, never that. Never that.
Next the episode.
I'm about to instantly.
But no, we'll kick it off with our tweet of the week.
Okay, so the tweet that I found hilarious, they was like, I hate that racism be funny sometimes. And I was looking, it's hilarious. Racism sometimes is very funny. And I be just having to just be like, you know what? That was good. Think about the Rush Hour series.
Yeah.
It's
built off racism.
It's built off of racism. Like, if you just go back and just listen to Chris Tucker's best points, it's like, wow. Like, you can't.
It's ignorant.
It's like ignorant. It's just like, racism can be funny sometimes.
Because everybody's racist at home. Yeah. I've said that before.
You have.
Everybody's racist at home. You can't take yourself too serious.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, everybody has gone through it. So
I know Rico's gone through Little Village and be like, them Mexicans. Damn.
Well, you know what's so funny? Mexicans be making fun of Mexicans more than anybody else ever could. Because my girl, like, we'll be sitting, like, watching something, and, like, just, you hear just sirens or, like, horns just be honking up and down the street.
Yeah.
She be like, these Mexicans. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know, but I bet you it's not worth it. Like, so it's just hilarious. But even like when I'm out delivering, and you guys have seen my videos of like the Blue Lives Matter flag, and obviously it's like an amalgam flag. Like it's just like all versions of the 911, but we hate black people type. They just made like a overall rainbow flag. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. Are y'all homophobes or not? I'm very confused on what's going on right now.
People are very confused on what they like and don't like.
Yeah. And then they still attack Rico. I mean, they still greet Rico at the door. Like, thank you for my package.
Yeah, I be sitting there looking like,
thank you for the package. Excuse me.
Lock it. It's just lock the whole base down. I be sitting there looking like, where can I put this in the most inconvenient yet accurate spot for y'all? Those daisies look like they could use a little bit of just this 20-pound object.
Just a little nice kick. You ain't gonna grow.
But nah, bro. Every time, because I remember one time I went out. And I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. They called me like it felt like the neighborhood was just calling me the N-word. I delivered to a house, and right in front there was a tree. In front of the tree, there was a Blue Lives Matter flag surrounded by many Blue Lives Matter flags. I'm like, what are y'all trying to summon?
This is the hanging tree.
This is clearly where the Negroes get lynched at. Let me go ahead and get back in this van.
But no, and it's like you can be racist to your own people. Because if anybody know how black folks is, it's black folks. And I be in traffic just niggas. It's always niggas.
Bro, damn. When my girl tell me about like a customer that's like been less than up to par, I be just like, please be white. She's like, no, they was black. I'm like, yes, niggas. Yeah. God dang it.
It's always got to show their teeth. You know what I'm saying? Man, can't tell nowhere. We can't go nowhere.
Y'all can't get a spot properly. Goodness.
Nah, I be the same when I'm in I get customers and stuff and they're Mexican. And I'm like, these are the most obnoxious Mexican I've ever met. I'm like, Jesus. Making us look bad.
Mexicans been making fun of Mexicans so much. They be like, it's okay, I can say that. I'm like, look, that's your world. Your world. They be going, y'all be going through it though. When it be some folks acting out, the judgment on Mexicans' faces towards the other ones like.
I went like a month ago, like a month and a half ago, we went to the zoo. And
zoo at the zoo.
Yeah.
And Montandra, don't ask me that.
And me and my friend, we were eating, right? Well, and we were at the little picnic area.
This is the day with the penguins?
Yeah. we were at the picnic area, right?
Uh-huh.
And like a family of Mexicans goes like they sit like maybe 3 picnic aisles like next to us. But you know how they have the peacock?
Mm-hmm.
One of them gets up to touch the peacock, and I was like, they just had. We both said at the same time, we're like, we can't fucking take Mexicans anywhere. Why are you touching the peacock?
Why?
Like,
Why? Leave it alone.
And then they started like trying to feed it, and I was like, please, like, can we just walk away? Because then, like, white people identify, they're like, oh, the Mexicans there, they're saying. It's like, no, like,
go get your cousins, okay?
Yeah.
Your primos, go get those guys. What are they doing over there?
The worst.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, racism do be funny sometimes. I cannot.
It definitely has the dark side, but when it's all like when it's coming from a place of love, it's funny.
What's the funniest thing, and then we can move on, is that like when white people like when they try to have that all inclusive comedy and it just purely comes off racist. It's like, see, we know who you appealing to with these jokes. We're not stupid. Right. That was a little bit funny. I ain't gonna lie.
I chuckled.
I know a Daquan that does that every now and then. That was a little, but
Gary Owens is the only one who could do it.
Not no more.
He lost his wife. I was just thinking about that. Like, dang, he lost his whole. Did he lose his whole comedy career? That's tough.
He lost the whole career.
gotta focus on acting now, I guess.
Damn.
What else do we got on the docket? How much are we selling the docket for?
You give me a number, man.
$28.85.
$28.85.
Good number.
I like that number.
We gonna add another decimal.
I know he wasn't.
85.73.
Damn.
So figure out how to write that check out.
Yeah.
And send it over.
Maybe said the mortgage is coming up.
The mortgage is coming up. They don't stop.
They don't.
I'm just about to fake my death every month. Oh, it was the mess up with the papers at the hospital.
He actually died this week.
I died next month on this at the beginning of the month.
So I'll see y'all next month when I'm dead again. All right. All right, what else we got on there?
But speaking about people being dead, R. Kelly is worth negative $2 million.
Really?
Yeah, so technically we're worth more than R. Kelly at this
point. Take that, Robert!
Told you from Fiya.
Ho!
Thank you, Fiya Nation.
Thank you, Fiya Nation.
We are worth more than R. Kelly.
We are taking all 15 cents that you guys have sent us and balling on R. Kelly. That's crazy.
That's crazy to be worth, not worth shit, essentially.
Like all he is his voice.
It's all going to his lawyers.
To lawyers, yeah.
They ain't doing their job because he's still in jail.
Well, I mean, that's a hell of a job to do.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because he owes $1.9 million to the IRS alone. That's what he told the judge. I mean, it could be a little ploy for him to.
My thing is, what could be
when 50 Cent said he was bankrupt, so he wouldn't have to pay the
sewage. I don't know how many ploys R. Kelly can get away with. I think they shooting all of them down.
It's like 20. Yeah, it's like, bro, you back in 05.
Like we know what you did. Yeah. Like stop.
Stop. You're like Ignition was 20 years ago, sir. Yeah, where's the next banger?
Please let it go. Like you'll be okay.
It's over. You can't save this career. Yeah. It's over with. It's over.
Gen Z ain't letting you get away with that.
Oh no. And what's so funny? I saw somebody. They were dancing, I guess, on TikTok to one of his songs. They made like a dance to the song, and I didn't even check the comments because I knew already what it was gonna be. It was like, hey, we don't listen to him anymore.
Do you guys watch The Circle on Netflix?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I follow one of the dudes from this newest season, and I was just going to see that because I just followed him like yesterday, maybe 2 days ago when I was watching the show, and I was going through his thing. He made a little like TikTok remix where he changes the words. It's the Ignition beat, but he raps over it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, bro, you just got famous and it's already gone.
Unless it's gone that quick.
It was like that wasn't even 15 minutes of fame. That was 10 minutes.
You could have picked any beat with the same bar count. You didn't have to use that.
Exploding star.
The whole comment section was, oh, I can't believe you're using R. Kelly. Don't give him money. Don't blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's all it is. Because every stream is just is hopefully get him back up to negative 1.5 now. Yeah. I don't know, but to be worth -2, bro.
Like you owe.
Hey, Kanye was $50 million in debt.
That's $50 million.
When was that?
2016.
You remember when he?
But Kim paid it off.
Oh dang. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That's a difference in being broke. Like we can be broke, but your net worth is negative. Like you don't have shit to your name. Yeah. Like
You're just Robert.
You're taking up time and money, like being here. Like,
if anything, we're paying for his meals. He's in cooking.
Yeah.
Wow. Taxes, yeah. Our taxes are going to
gross pay. Why would you show me something if I can't have it?
Why would you show me something if I can't have it?
I stopped looking at pay stubs, bro. That shit just ain't making
disrespectful.
Me angry. I just know like how much I'm gonna get, and and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not looking at them pay stubs.
Because it really just be like, you don't have to take that.
Like,
money.
brother, 400 or 500 extra just went away.
I give you the 70.
Do I need that health insurance?
It's like,
I don't need health insurance.
It's like, man, if I die, I'll be all right. Just
like the worst stuff is over.
like, there's nothing really. It can't get that much worse, honestly.
And you really only need the front teeth.
As long as y'all can identify my body, I think we
right.
good. Y'all can send me
open casket. I'm straight.
Yeah, forget that, man. Just burn me alive, barbecue style, whatever y'all got to do. Make it as cheap as possible.
Casket. I mean, speaking like funerals are expensive.
Funerals are very expensive.
Cause like I'm always seeing GoFundMe's for funerals, and obviously I feel bad and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then I'll like look and it'd be like $20K, and I'm like, what kind of lavish?
It be the insurance. They be having to pay stuff off, and like the burials and all of that.
Them caskets.
And what's so funny is like the funeral directors, once they get in there, it's like, mind you, I already gave you $25K to bury my whoever. Yeah. Now you rushing the progression of the service.
Yeah.
Like, hey, y'all had us to 405, it is 406. We are closing this casket. We are taking the flowers to the hearse. No more well wishes or nothing. Okay, we're done.
Like,
first, let me take this white glove off.
Like, first off, you're not finna rush me. Second, you already buried them, so I don't owe you shit. Like, so you need to watch your tone.
Did you see that one funeral? The chick that works at the funeral, they got fired. So
was she white doing something she wasn't supposed to do?
Yeah, she was Caucasian.
Oh.
But she got fired because her mom passed away. So she like prepared her and everything. She does that. She's like the one that prepares the bodies. So she did that, and she made a TikTok where it was like, you know, the Rick and Morty. She's like singing Rick and Morty, my mom, so she comes back to life or something like that. And it's her and her sister, because they're the only sisters. And like, I guess their dad's not in their life, so it was just the mom. So they're just singing Rick and Morty to the casket.
Like,
and they got like 2 or 3 million views, bro. And she was like, this is just the dark humor me and my sister have. Like, we're coping through it. Like, this helps us, blah, blah, blah. Like, my mom would have found it funny. And then like she's like,
my man heaven, like, don't be speaking on my name.
And then and people in the comments were like, you might get fired because this is like unprofessional because you work at a funeral home.
Even though it was her mother.
It was her mother, and technically it was at a different funeral home.
Oh.
But it went super. It got like 3 million, and like the next day she made a TikTok like crying. She got fired from the funeral home. And it got really big. It was on.
Get buried too. Like, god dang.
They talked about it on The View. Whoopi Goldberg defended her. She was like, which is something Whoopi would do.
Yeah, Whoopi would, because it's like,
she's like, this is their mom. It's at a different funeral home, and this is how they're coping, like trying to make something like light of it. She's like, she didn't know it was gonna go. You know, on TikTok, one day you're getting 2 views, and the next day you wake up to 100K.
Yeah,
likes. Yeah, out of nowhere. So
it's just one of them things you gotta be careful, but
you gotta stay off the damn phone.
No, that phone,
you don't have to bring that phone out everywhere. You really don't.
That phone gets so many people in trouble, bro. Like, cause it's something as simple as like cause I've even watched like rap battles and people have gotten like picked up and kicked out for recording. It's like, it's gonna be on YouTube. You don't have to record this.
Yeah.
It's like little stuff like if you just put the phone down.
We see it.
If you just put the phone down, it will be okay.
I've heard this before.
Don't DeMarco. Bang, bang. But yeah, man, it's just one of them things that phone sometimes just gotta stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
Or that needs to be a private video that you and your sister just had between each other.
Because she ended up having to start a GoFundMe, because at first people were like, oh, you know, in the original video, they're like, oh, do you have a GoFundMe? And she's like, no, you know, like I still got my job and it pays well, blah, blah, blah.
You thought
out the window, bro.
Hopefully,
like,
got cocky.
Hopefully, like, with like
cocky.
The chicks from The View defending her, maybe it got her another job back. You know, like sometimes that'll help and stuff.
Hopefully,
maybe Ellen.
You never know.
People need to stop like nurturing the idiots. Like,
speak on it.
Like, okay.
Yeah, here we go. Soapbox. G baby on the soapbox.
So it's like, and I'm not victim blaming or nothing, but at some point, common sense, it's got to be common.
Yeah.
Like, you can't always, well, no, I see the point in this. Certain things you can, but you're at a funeral. You see how people act when you take a picture at a funeral. Like, why the hell are you taking a picture?
Rick and Morty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, last time to the casket dip. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that at a funeral.
Nah.
Let alone make a TikTok. And if you get some kind of buzz, like, come on. You got to, like, it's her fault. I don't feel bad for her. You lost your job. You got to go find another one. I'm not going to go fund you. I'm not going to support you. You made the decision to pull that phone out at that funeral and do that. You have to live with those consequences.
I think
have to.
I think that's been a big thing that people are starting to miss now more and more. It's like, I'm all for coping how you gotta cope. And I think she should have gotten fired? Probably not. But at the same time, you're still a representative. And it don't take people long to figure out who you are, where you live, where you work. So if there's ever even a chance, an inkling of a chance that whatever you do can go viral, I'm not about to sit there and put myself in, like, I can't be wearing an Amazon vest, showing the Amazon truck, talking about
breaking into people's houses.
Yeah,
you can't do it now.
Or talking about like F the gays and then recording myself. Because if that goes viral, now Amazon is like,
it's on wax now.
Sir, we saw you. Now we're taking away your membership and all of that. And so it's like, why would I set why set yourself up for that?
I do get a lot of like Amazon or UPS or FedEx workers, and the top comment every video is like, "Oh, so this is why my package is always late."
And it's like, you got to be careful because if you say the wrong thing, and then enough people say, "Oh well, Amazon, these type of people who you hire."
Yeah.
Now I got back to your dispatch. Now you out of there, and just off of something, whatever. Which is why whenever I record, I'm stopped. I've either not started working or I'm on my break, and it's nothing really related with the process of Amazon. It's discoveries while I'm out there.
And the phone's in his face.
Yeah.
No one can see his jacket or anything.
You're not going to see when I'm sitting there like, these is
Rico don't be, what the hell did Cheryl buy today? Like, opening the packages and being like, you brought that on yourself.
Really? Like, why would you do that? Like, that's stupid. I can't believe y'all did. No, you did that to yourself.
Yeah.
And mind you, she took that video. Oh, it's something me and my sister do. Cool. Then that should be something between you and your sister.
Yeah.
My phone conversations between my brother and my sister, they don't get leaked.
Nobody about to find out about that.
Nobody about to know about that.
I post my family screenshots.
You do, but at the same time, you don't do nothing that's gonna get them in trouble.
No, I do like funny.
Like you're not gonna post anything that makes me swipe up and be like, "Why is your father such a monster?" Like you're not. You wouldn't do something like that because you never know who's watching.
That's true.
That'd be the one time Friendly Fire blow up. Okay, we're gonna follow all of these guys. Whoa, wait a minute. This Zoo character does not come from good stock at all. At all.
Did you see what he tells his sister in the group chat?
Why would he say that to his mother? Who says that to their parents? You got to be smart. I'm never a huge fan of victim blaming, but sometimes you get what you get what you get.
Yeah.
You play. What does they say? You get.
You play stupid games. You win stupid prizes.
Yes, perfect. Because that's exactly what it is. It's like, you coped. I respect that, but that could have stayed between you and your sister.
Right. Definitely could have stayed.
Or like even to somewhat of an extent, y'all close in a circle.
Yeah.
That didn't have to
put on a private story and that's it.
Sometimes it could just be an inside joke where I tell you
what I said,
and it's like, hey, you remember what I said? I don't mean everybody else got to know what I said, but you know what I said.
You know what I said.
Oh man, clout is a dangerous drug.
That's what it is.
Damn, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Maybe they'll pay for it.
You got fired for Rick and Morty. While your mama was in rigor mortis. What is going on? Yeah. Come on, man.
Got me breathing with dragons. I cracked your egg. We can shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out Kendrick. Didn't we have something to talk about?
Yeah,
Kendrick?
according to G-Baby, he's the corniest rapper alive.
You think everybody involved with TDE is corny all of a sudden?
All right, the rise and fall.
Damn.
No, I don't think they're corny. It's because you ain't heard nothing from Schoolboy Q, and then now oh man, these tracks should be heard by Jay-Z. Come on, who says that?
Why not?
Who says that?
I'm gonna go to your tweet. Because I don't see. I read it and I didn't
top
really
response
see.
to him was like, "Oh, so you'll definitely take the dinner with Jay-Z over $500K."
Bro, that's crazy. That's like, and I make this joke. That's like when all the females come around and your boy be, man, you got changed for $75,000. That's what that is. That's what that is, bro. Like, come on. Like,
I don't think it was that bad. All he was saying was that he wanted to collab with Jay-Z or have Jay-Z.
No, Jay-Z should hear these songs. This is the first thing we done heard from you since the album dropped. This is what you say.
I think it's to build hype for whatever he has coming.
Because this Last Stand TDE guy.
I don't know. I mean,
Rico put that unnecessary pressure on there. Put that I think they can beat Death Row. And Corrupt and all of them just started ganging up for him and Voltron. Got Schoolboy shook. And that's my man.
This is my fault.
It's your fault.
Him and his fedoras.
There's a lot that can be traced back to you, Rico.
He's always on that spicy show, the Wing Show. He's on there like every other month.
I mean, like I said, I just think that was just...
Like Schoolboy just want the wings at this point.
At that point. But I think that was just simply him just saying, like, showing love to somebody he idolized growing up. I don't think there was nothing deeper behind it.
He's the one that also took the shot at Jay to get on.
What you mean?
When Jay was like, what's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Would you please remind me? Schoolboy was like, what's 50 grand? It'll get you duct taped and thrown in them. Like, he took a shot at him.
You gotta say what you gotta.
I mean,
say.
you gotta say what you gotta say to get on.
Yeah.
I've said what I gotta say to try to get on.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, at this point, you'd be like, we ain't heard no music from you in damn near 4 years.
He's trying to get on Watch the Throne because then he also has the little black logo going on. Him and Kendrick.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, and it's just like I said, beef is weird because ain't nobody saying names.
Dang, yeah, because then J. Cole did his rap over Drake. Damn, is it Dreamville and Drake versus Kanye and TDE?
Nobody is going against Kanye. Why do y'all keep pitting people against Kanye? Nobody is taking sides between the Kanye and Drake.
Kendrick inserted himself into that.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
You are reading too deep into that.
Because I'd rather read too deep than shallow.
It's not shallow. I'm looking at it for what it is. He loves both parties.
We ain't heard from Kendrick in damn near 20 years.
Are you complaining?
And now he comes out with that Baby Keem feature, and then he comes and interjects, says Kanye name.
He
now
said
Kanye
he said Kanye may have changed his life because Kanye was doing everything with God. But me, I'm still an old school Jim, and he started cussing F that this, F that because Kanye
changed his picture.
To what? The all black?
Yeah,
it's just an all black picture.
Oh man, I bet Absols is like that too.
Who knows what Absols?
Bro, last picture he posted was like 2013.
Yeah, so who knows, man?
It's like, is he still alive? Punch.
I would hope so. I would surely hope so. But no, man, I'm not looking too deep into any of that.
I look too deep into everything.
I know. And then you was like, oh yeah, now Kendrick gonna have to catch some strays because his nigga ain't taking no sides.
He is taking
no,
sides.
He's not.
Yes,
Why?
he is.
What would Kendrick even benefit from taking? He's Kendrick.
Because as soon as somebody mentioned top 5 or top 3, here he come.
I'm not
Candy
top 5?
Man. I'm Candy Man.
He never called himself that. They called him. The industry called him that.
Yeah.
He's never called himself Candyman.
Yes, he did.
No, he hasn't.
He called himself Sandman.
No, yes. Well, he said
Sandman.
just say it. He did say. Just say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman.
Yeah.
But that was when they gave that to him.
That was like 20 years ago on his last album.
That was on Damn, yeah.
20 years ago. I was in high school when that album came out.
But he was never like the self-titled Candyman. But it's like, if you give me that name, shoot, Candyman's scary. Nigga, I know who I am.
Not that last one.
Well, I heard it was, yeah.
Good thing we didn't reread it.
Yeah, see? Yeah, look at y'all. I knew what I was talking about. But now they said.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
They said it was not the move.
Dude, Jordan Peele keeps sneaking away with them.
He doesn't make movie.
Get Out was good.
Get Out was good and Us was good.
Us wasn't alright. Us was alright.
I enjoyed Us personally.
Us was like alright.
You didn't like it?
I saw it like twice in the theater, and the first time I was like, I got it. Then the second time I was like, okay, you can kind of see it. Maybe that's why you're not supposed to watch it twice.
Yeah, I rarely. It's very hard for me to watch movies twice because it's like, especially comedies, because it's like, I don't know if it's going.
Yeah. I used to watch that every day faithfully.
That's a scary movie to just continuously be watching on. Not scary, but like that's the movie you continuously have on repeat.
Absolutely.
I already told you I'm naming my son Bishop.
You did say that.
I said I was gonna name my dog Bishop.
Y'all, both of y'all crazy. Both of y'all.
I can recite that movie.
Yeah. That's a good movie. I'm not gonna cap. That's definitely a good movie.
Should have won an Oscar.
If you want, we can stick on movies. We're moved off our.
No,
do you have anything more? Does anyone else?
If this is a free flow,
whatever. Does Reason get some shots or?
Reason's still good in my book.
What happened?
Nah, Reason's just got.
I was asking.
He's
attacking TDE.
No. We leaving Reason alone.
Reason's my man. I ain't saying nothing about Reason. And Schoolboy's my man. Just a little corn on the cob. Corn on the cob.
Everything has been corny to you lately, man. You
corny.
need a hug. Stuff do not. It becomes corny because you decide to just deep dive to like the depths that it wasn't even.
Because I can't be the only person thinking about this.
You're clearly the only one thinking about this. Nobody else has said this.
No, it's just everybody scared. I'm the voice.
You dirt.
Man, huh?
No.
Man,
but yeah, we can
stick on movies. So the new Mario and Luigi movie. I'm gonna tell Rico the cast.
Okay.
There's no trailers or anything yet. They just announced the cast.
Okay.
All right. So Mario is gonna be played by Chris Pratt.
No, wait, stop.
Yo, we just start. That's just the top of the order, bro.
Stop.
Star-Lord.
Stop. Star-Lord is playing an Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, let's not act like Mario's the most generic Italian.
They supposed to be Italian, right?
But he's like 3 foot tall plumber in the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'm not talking about height.
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna make an offer you can't refuse. You know what I'm saying?
If Chris Pratt butchers Here We Go, I don't want to see nothing else.
He's gonna do the Star-Lord voice. He's gonna do the style.
All right, continue. Who's playing Luigi?
All right, Luigi, Charlie Day.
That's a fit from Fist Fight.
Oh, okay, thank you. Because that was so like.
Always Sunny
Wait,
in Philadelphia.
what? Come on, really?
That's a fit.
They could play brothers, but Mario and Luigi. Like
he should be Mario.
Of all the movies,
shorter.
of all.
So it should be flipped.
Of all the movies to give each other, you give two gingers, Mario and Luigi. Come on now.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Continue.
All right, so he's gonna love Donkey Kong. It's played by Mr. Seth Rogen.
Boy, I thought you was gonna say somebody black. I was gonna spaz. I was like,
No.
Idris Elba is Donkey Kong.
I was gonna go off. I was ready to take these headphones off. Like, well, they did who for what? Okay.
All
right, is this a live action?
It's like a.
Oh no, I think it's still
a cartoon.
I think it's still a cartoon. I think
like how the Mario games look.
Okay. All right.
Peach is played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
I thought they was gonna give it to Zendaya because they give her everything. Voiceover was.
No, she would be a depressing ass.
Anna Taylor. Yeah, she would be.
She'd be. Hi Mario. Like, I ain't even coming here for all that.
Mario, you saved me. The Donkey Kong guy had me.
Facts.
Thank you. He has a barrel. Watch out.
Toad will be played by Michael Key. Keegan-Michael Key.
Did Toad have a voice? Toad never talked.
He had a voice. In the cartoon, he had a voice.
Okay, all right.
He was just wah, 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 in the game all the time.
Yeah, the whole time. I'm like, Keegan-Michael Key is really good though, so I think that.
You done fucked up.
And then last,
he had a shop about how he didn't know that was gonna take. Like it was just he had no idea that was what was gonna take off for
Bro,
King
I lose it every time he said Jay Quellen. Jay
Quellen. Nigga said Old Shaq Hennessy. They was like
D Nice.
D Nice was
that D Nice?
Are you tucked up?
Tucked up. Like I'm part of the chess club. Maybe not the chess club, more like the Walnut Committee. She was like, that was unnecessary. All right, what else we got?
And then last but certainly not least, Bowser will be played by the infamous Jack Black.
Wow.
Jack Black getting his flowers a lot lately. The last 5 years, he's been on a lot of stuff.
That's good though, because it's like when people start, you hit that stride where it's like, okay, we know who you're gonna be when you do a movie. Right. You start to kind of fall off. I'm surprised they ain't have a role for Kevin Hart up in the.
I was very surprised. He's not Bowser Jr.
Yeah, or Diddy Kong.
He's gonna be Cooper Trooper.
That'd be racist.
That would be the racist
Diddy
part.
Kong racist. They're about the same size.
This is where I draw the line. All right.
Idris Elba, I understand.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they were saying it's a lot of adult
themes,
characters. Well, no, just like not characters, but like the people portraying them. You usually see them like in more adult related shows.
But they're going that
I
way,
think
though.
they be
TVMA.
A lot of adult actors and stuff be wanting to do something more lighthearted. Cause it was even I don't know if you guys watched The Office, but the girl who eventually married Michael, she had did like 3 serious roles back to back to back. She was like, I need a comedy. Like it's like heavy. Like this is a lot. Like
I mean, that's a lot. You got to go into a character, especially what kind of character is gonna be.
Yeah. And
then you don't want to get typecast, and then you got family and stuff, and you don't want to be like, oh, what was your last movie? And
you can't watch this. Yeah. Like I was a heroin addict the whole movie. Like
the whole movie. The credits. The credits to credits.
Basically, the whole film is one long shoot up. This whole thing, it's a heroin high. You guys are seeing my mind through a heroin.
Facts.
So
show that to your kids. So I mean, I definitely get it.
No.
And then a lot of the adult humor, because you can get away with a lot. Especially
little innuendos.
Because you can say little things that a lot of kids aren't gonna pick up, and a lot of older fans are gonna rush to it because it's like, hey, I grew up on Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I grew up with that. Like I'm gonna see him freak this role.
Yeah.
You know. Cause I know I want to go see it just off the cast.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be something I want to check out.
Seth Rogen has never really been the problem in a movie for me.
Yeah.
It's always been other people. Like whenever he's in a movie, he's
always
like,
James Franco.
I mean, but he's always himself.
But that's the thing is like Superbad. That's a good movie, even though it didn't age the best. But his part wasn't nothing wrong with it. Pineapple Express wasn't nothing wrong with it. This ain't nothing wrong with it. It's never him.
Wait, you don't like the way Superbad aged?
It's like, man, it's like every other word's fuck.
It's so funny.
It's funny. It's super funny, but it's hard to sit through.
It's hard to just sit through. You can't just like it takes away. It starts to take away from like the plot, because like imagine that whole like MTV, like you can't even watch it.
You can't even watch it.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Freak.
I'll still watch it, but
it's definitely a funny.
It's like it's so hard to just be like, Jesus Christ.
I watched the table read for that, and like they were cracking up the entire.
I believe
it. Like it was hilarious.
McLovin ought to be the greatest character. I know that's cliche. But bro, I was like,
he was only 17 when he got that role.
Yeah.
Like his mom had to be in there for the sex scene.
Why would it be Muhammad or McLovin?
Why the fuck would it be Muhammad McLovin? I lost my shit in the theater.
Nah, she was like, well, Muhammad's the most common name. Read a book.
The dumb fucking name.
He was like, wait, one name? What do you seal?
Said McLovin. Like, what's your last name? Like, that's it. I like to party. Old enough. That movie was funny. It was funny.
Why would you say you were 20? How old did he say he was?
He's 25.
25. He's like, well, you gotta age it up, genius. Like, bro.
Did y'all ever see that movie, Disaster Room?
Nah,
It's supposed to be the making of that movie, The Room, with the dude that's supposed to be an alien.
Yeah.
And it's James Franco. Usual Suspects. That shit's funny.
James Franco.
Because they're like essentially making this movie. Like, it's the making of this movie.
Of a bad movie?
And it's not the best, worst movie, if that makes any sense.
Oh, is this one he did with his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
That movie was hilarious. It was really good. Yeah.
The Franco brothers are
James
really
Franco got down
it's
on
bad
that
they
one.
ruined it for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, James Franco ruined it for
ruined
everyone.
Dave just was like, I'm going to just.
Yeah, he's like, I look too much like this, man.
I'm going to just
Fade back.
fade to black.
Because you lost the Green Goblin role. That don't mean I got to lose.
Yeah, like I definitely, I'm still young enough for a superhero flick. I don't know about you, brother.
But he's always been a good actor until, the allegation. But even Franco could act.
And for Seth to come out and be like, I can't work with him. And I was like, oh, this is real.
Yeah, because Pineapple Express is hilarious.
It was so weird seeing, because I didn't know.
Geeks. I like
Freaks and Geeks.
It was so crazy watching him go from like the serious, moody Harry Osborn to doing like stoner comedies.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? Like this?
But dude was like 28 in Spider-Man.
Everybody had
a
an AARP card in Spider-Man.
I was like, Toby, you really 15? You really on that bully was 16?
Come
really?
on now.
Dude was bigger than me.
That bully was on steroids. Like, come on now.
Was huge.
Flash was gigantic. It's like, why?
Yeah.
But that's like just a trope with high school movies or TV in general.
Yeah.
Why do you have a bodybuilder playing a 16-year-old?
I saw the other day that they were like talking about the some of the actors in Greece. He was like, "Oh, did you know he was 34?" And yeah, he looks like 50.
Yeah, like clearly,
34.
John Travolta was clearly pushing
he was
40.
Obviously drunk on set. Dude was messed up.
Like even with Outer Banks. I don't know if you guys watch Outer Banks, but those guys are clearly in their like mid 20s trying to play 16-year-olds. They be getting abused by their fathers. I'm like, boy, if you don't put hands on that old man,
but then
quit playing with me, bro.
I get it too, because kids have that. You know when a kid's underage, because the way they act and the way they speak.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna be in high school, you can't be older than 21.
The dude from
if you gonna play high school,
Stranger Things, the brother.
Yeah.
The older
yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
That man's like 28, 29.
Yeah.
So is the sister.
He's playing like 15.
Yeah.
Everybody was grown, like literally.
Except the kids. The kids were the only
kids. The kids was the only ones that stayed true to their character.
Facts. I'm like, this guy looks like he has a mortgage, dude.
Yes.
This week.
Like he got to pick up his son from pre-K.
This is his car. He drove his
car. He drove it to
set.
set. They just kept it in there.
Yeah.
He actually was. It was passed down through generations. That's his.
Facts. He was just working on that car.
Yeah.
Not too
Literally, I just had to fix the muffler on this car.
And then I don't know if you guys want. We never talked about it. The Spider-Man trailer. I know it's like a month.
Oh yeah.
2 months
I hope they drop no other trailer. Leave that as it is. I don't want to see nothing else.
Nah, I heard they're showing the other
I
Spider-Mans.
don't want to see nothing.
I don't want to see nothing. Toby.
I don't think they're gonna show them, but they might show like the suit. Like maybe like you'll see the suit.
I want to shout out real quick before we get deep into it. I want to shout out Andrew Garfield for being the ultimate actor through this entire thing, teaching Tom Holland how to lie. Yeah. This is how you say you're not doing stuff. They asked him left and right, "Are you in the movie? We would love to see you in the movie." I heard they're doing the movie. I think it's going to be really great. I would love to be a part of it, but I haven't heard anything. My agent hasn't heard anything.
Yeah.
Really?
Because he's just said not too long. The other day, he was like, you're going to be disappointed with it. That's what he said on TV. I forget which top.
They must have killed him all.
He better find a way to be in that movie.
He's a
the fans are going to kill him.
You know what? I really like how, after years have passed, people are starting to give his Peter Parker more respect. Because the movie was bad, but he wasn't bad in it.
The second movie ruined it. The first one was good.
I didn't like the first one only because literally his whole basis of with great power comes great responsibility was never said. His uncle was just upset that he was just beating up Flash, who also was 35 years old, trying to be a high school boy.
Well, he was 28.
Yeah, breaking backboards off the rim. He bum rushed Flash and broke the backboard.
I'm like, all right. I was like, this nigga ain't got Spider-Man powers.
Come on now.
He ain't did this ever.
Ever.
He
got he got a 3-inch vertical.
Look
now
all of
a sudden he breaking the rim. Y'all better
was sideways in the air.
This nigga, bro, his feet was in the air like this.
I'm like, you couldn't.
Who dunks like that off a trampoline at Sky Zone?
He jumped 30 feet in the air. I would have been said F the Spider-Man stuff. I'd have been just oop it. I'm gonna get it.
Clearly, like get that man a D1 contract, whatever, just contract. Pay him. You got to pay him
straight to the NBA.
Straight there. But yeah, like that was my only thing with the first Amazing Spider-Man. Like literally, his whole thing is supposed to be with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm okay if you don't want to do a full-on intro, but then don't show Uncle Ben, don't show him get killed, don't show all of that, and then it's just like, don't do that.
Because then the second movie became the love story.
Yeah,
it was just too much.
It was too rushed because. You got to think, Harry had the same illness his daddy had, right? But his dad gradually turned into whatever he turned into. Harry turned into the Goblin within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
The illness hit him that bad, that quick.
Fast.
Come on now. Come on, bro.
Be like that.
Jamie Foxx did good.
Jamie Foxx did a good job.
I enjoyed him. And like I said, I've always I was never, and I think being younger and not being able to completely distinct the characters from the movie, it was just a bad movie. So I looked at Andrew Garfield like, you did a terrible Spider-Man. He did a great Spider-Man, an okay Peter Parker. I think his Peter Parker was too confident. There was always supposed to be a divide between Peter and Spider-Man, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Spider-Man has never been the nerd that he's always been smart, but he always was kind of just.
I don't know. I think it varies per whoever's writing, whether it's a cartoon or comic, because Flash was a bully.
Because the original one, it wasn't like he was just constantly getting picked on. It was just like, oh, hey, I'm here in high school. And then they'd be like, hey, what's up, shrimp? Like stuff. Like they would just tease and taunt him. They wasn't like throwing him in garbages and stuff. It was just like, Flash was like, oh, man, you see Spider-Man? Parker, you wish you could be Spider-Man. It wasn't like, shut up. They became friends.
Yeah.
So it was like.
Isn't Flash like the same size as Tom Holland?
In this new one, that's completely something different.
I think that they're trying to push him as the Goblin.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Because if you pay attention to the last movie, and he's got the chauffeur that shows up at the airport. Yeah. He's like, mom couldn't make it. I think they're trying to.
He's supposed to be Harry.
I think he's supposed to be like.
So he's both.
I think they're trying to push that, he might be the Goblin.
Rich dad type.
Kind of.
I was surprised that they didn't have a Harry Osborn show up in the new whatever. But I just think because they're trying to do so much to where it's still an MCU movie, so everything intertwines. They're basically going to start just abandoning most Spider-Man stories, which is why we may never get a Spider-Man versus Venom crossover until Sony gets them back.
Well, because they're having a legal battle now because they have to try to get the Spider-Man rights. The family's trying to get the Spider-Man rights from what you call it? No.
Sony has them,
but they're trying to get them back.
Yeah.
Because I guess the contract and stuff is over. I think Stan Lee and Ditka's the other guy that wrote it. They're trying to make sure that they can keep it from Marvel because Marvel's gonna we got to take that back and get all that money. So that's that. If that thing falls under, then we probably won't get the Spider-Man Venom.
Yeah.
But I think we might get it.
And Hardy wants it bad.
I mean, we got Venom next week, next Friday.
Yeah, Carnage. Let There Be Carnage. That should be a solid movie, I think.
I never seen that trailer.
I saw the first one. I kind of just stopped watching because I just wanted to, because you know how these action trailers get. They show you every action scene they could show,
right.
And then it's like you get one extra fighting scene. It's like, oh well, I've seen the whole movie now.
I don't know why we just can't have a Spider-Man movie, just where he's Spider-Man. It don't have to be 3 hours long. Give me an hour and a half where 40 minutes of that he's Spider-Man. In the costume doing Spider-Man stuff.
They do it, but they spread it out. It's in chunks.
Because even
Are you saying you're tired of seeing the Spider-Man life balance? You just want to see Spider-Man?
Because
he's tired of him being in school.
Because
I'm tired of school.
I'm tired of school.
Why do you still have science homework? Come on now. You built your own suit 3 different times.
And we all know you're Spider-Man.
You've been to space, bitch. As I said, come on, bro. At some point you got to grow that up.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to high school no more if I'm Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
He was about to drop out the first movie.
Yeah.
And Ned was like, well, what about school? He was like, I'm about to be an Avenger, dude. What about school? All right.
I'm really expecting this movie to have him ironed out. There shouldn't be no more stupid mistakes. Like you had two.
The whole movie is him a stupid
mistake. With Doctor Strange.
I mean, that wasn't.
And I'm so mad at Doctor Strange.
That's his fault. That's his fault. But I'm saying, like, it shouldn't be too much of this. I still shouldn't be like you're Spider-Man now. Like you need to own up to that and be Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like all your villains is not them Tony Stark's rejects. No, you've done something.
No more sins of the father type.
Right.
Stuff.
You've done something to every single one of these people. So now these are your bad guys. You need to nut up and handle this.
But see, even with these, it's still more or less a sins of the father thing, because if these are the same people if these are the people from the movies we've watched, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's, this is Toby's F up, this is Andrew's F up.
It's not his fault. To Toby,
Toby
Doc
killed them all.
Died.
Bro.
He killed everybody.
I don't know how.
He didn't care, bro. He was
Batman. The only one got away, and he was lucky.
Yeah, he let him go. He was like, all right, it was an accident, right?
Yeah. Let me catch your ass.
Better go watch your kid from a distance. I'm not doing this with you no more.
And that was a good movie.
The third one?
The third one wasn't the worst.
Yeah, because he killed Venom too, right?
Yeah, he messed Venom up.
Blew that nigga
After he was getting his ass for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
Yeah, he was getting.
I was like,
he killed.
Sandman came down with the hammer like 12 times.
I was like, damn.
That is a ton of sand. You just withstand it.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
He killed Venom. He killed Green Goblin. Well, he
Green
didn't
Goblin
kill
killed
himself.
Yeah.
But still,
I was mad how he was getting.
And then Harry died.
I didn't realize
I
didn't realize how bad he was getting handed to him.
When that mask come off, you be like, yeah, he getting his ass.
Yeah. You know what they haven't? They haven't done the ripped mask. I don't think they did it for Andrew. They didn't do it for
Tom.
Tom,
they did it in the first one.
Well, yeah, because he had the little Fugazi mask.
Yeah. He got a damn iron suit. It's hard to beat him up in that. Well, and then he had the bulletproof when he got shot up in the second one. Remember, it had all the damn holes in his suit.
Yeah. But that's interesting though. I'm curious what they do, but it still seems like, I mean, whether this is that Doc Ock apparently from the same universe. How it worked, I don't know. They're saying it's the same Doc Ock. So even with this movie, it's still very much sins of the father, more or less. He ain't literally the only thing he's done wrong, and it's weird to say only because this was apparently a catastrophic event, is break the multiverse. I guess it's like a combination. It's like, I effed up and brought them here, but them niggas mad because of y'all. Like
it's like it goes back into the comic books because they've done this before when people brought like all the Spider-Man together to like kill him.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked in the comic books, but then, like I said, you ended up with 8 Spider-Men and Queen. So you're like, okay.
The whole Spider family and everything. You got clones on clones and stuff like that.
Just give me Miles Morales.
I would have liked the Venom. Like, I liked the route they took, but they had a comic book series called Agent Venom.
Yeah.
When Flash became Venom.
Yeah.
And he was working
I think I'm going to start reading the comics.
I may start trying to.
The Agent Venom was good because they had the symbiote under control.
Yeah.
And then it was like a bomb in there. So if he ever like lost control of the Venom, they was just going to blow him up.
Yeah. And Flash was just like,
and he was like, yeah, I'm cool.
Because he was a war vet that lost his legs, but he was so like valuable or like honorable. They was like, we got this potentially if you want to try it. Yeah. He was like, shoot.
I remember Spider-Man beat up Captain America because they got into it. Because like Venom and Spider-Man was like fighting. And he was like, wait, it's me, Flash. And he was like whooping him. And he beat up Captain America because he was like, how come you ain't tell me that was Flash?
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he was like, you ain't tell me that was Flash. And we was duking it out in the middle of Manhattan. And he was like, his girl almost died and everything. They fell the same way that Gwen Stacy did.
If you find that, send that to me because that's hilarious.
It was dope because how Gwen Stacy fell, the symbiote remembered it. And he was like, nah, I know how to save her now. Like so Venom saved her the right way. And Spider-Man was, oh no, this some bullshit. Ain't that a bitch?
For the whole Snoop Dogg.
Snoop in the wire. But yeah, no, I'll send some links. Them comics is really good.
Nah, for sure. What else do we got?
We wanna. What you want to talk about?
Damn, I mean, I did the last couple topics.
He's on
a roll. We got hot hand.
We could go into some funny things. We could talk about Mr. Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Okay. Apparently, Kevin Samuels isn't gay. I don't.
In case you didn't know.
In case you guys didn't know.
My conscience is clear now. Woo! I know that.
Yeah, man. That's all I was looking for.
Yeah, I could play the little.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your world. Snippet. Let's see.
A homosexual, meaning do I have sex with men? No.
No.
Sorry to disappoint to my critics and detractors. I don't have sex with men. Don't have sex with men. Don't have sex with men. Don't have sex with men.
I don't know. It looks like he's defending that a little too hard.
I know some people out there just shocked. They cannot believe it. There is no way that 6'4", well-dressed man has to be has to be gay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so one thing I want to get out the way real quick before we get into the joke.
Kevin Samuels is not a homosexual.
But just because a man critiques women or critiques guys based on looks, appearances, or how they carry themselves does not make him gay. Could he be a jackass? That's open to interpretation. But just because he has an opinion on women does not make him gay. And anytime somebody is upset that like somebody is talking how they feel maybe bad about women, oh, you must be gay. What does one have to do with the other?
I can have an opinion on a woman. I can't tell a woman what to do with her life or body.
But I can have
an opinion.
Like that don't make like that's they go to. And then what's so funny because they only use gay as an insult when it's convenient.
Yeah.
Because it's like if it's anything else, oh why is it an issue if he is? But then it's like the moment he says something you don't like, oh you must be gay with all these opinions on women.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, women nowadays think it's gay to have a wallet.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's gay to eat all the food when we go out to dinner.
It's do just, Apple Pay, bro. Come on.
Like it's just a tap. It's just a tap.
Like you use your debit card to pay for dinner. You can put it on your credit. Like
you don't want to accumulate credit score history, sir.
Absolutely
madam.
not.
Please stop. Like
that credit you could get. You know, you get all your licenses and your CDL and everything, FFL, all that.
And your BBL while you keep playing with me.
That's crazy. I'm certified to drive a school bus.
You do got your CDL, don't you?
It's scary.
I feel like life would be easy as a bus driver. You just don't hit nobody.
Oh, you going to jail now?
Guess who's going to
jail? Don't you flirt with me on time? That's just fire, man.
Oh man, but no, man, like I don't get it. It's like yes,
you can say stuff without being gay. It's when you go super ham on the women. But let me shoot him some bail. He never just openly said something. Women asked him their opinion.
They are callers.
They definitely don't have to call in.
They definitely don't at all. Like you talking to this man, but then you gonna get mad at him.
Once again, when we talk about victim blaming, you know what you sign up for when you know there's a chance you get your feelings hurt or don't get the answer you're looking for, or you get too much of the answer you was looking for.
Yeah.
What did you think was gonna happen?
If you're not 100% sure with who you are, stay off the internet.
Stay away from Kevin Samuels.
Facts.
Cause he ain't gonna do nothing but let you know what he really think about you.
Yeah, I mean, and you can't blame him. You can't get mad at him. You can, he's gay, this, that, and other. But I mean, why do you care so much about what he got to say anyway? Like I figure any dude that's so worried about,
even though the people who call in, you don't have to tune in to the show.
You do
like
not.
The people
it's
who
a
call
lot
in,
of steps you have
in.
to go through to feel a certain way about Kevin.
You have to
Samuels.
go on his YouTube channel. Like sometimes some clips pop up on Twitter, Instagram, or
but you still
TikTok.
click on them.
But yeah, you
still have to click on them.
You go out of your way to interact.
Yeah.
When you don't need to.
Every time he insults a woman, it's like a 3-minute video. You watch the whole 3 minutes.
And he never, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of everything he says, but to his credit, and I think it's smart marketing on his part, he don't initiate none of this.
None of it.
Like, yes, once you decide to open up your Zoom, whatever, to have this conversation, and then he start going in, it's officially all bets are off because this is what you signed up for.
Yep.
Yeah. You knew what this was. Like Dave Chappelle said, you clicked on my face.
Yeah.
It's all these signs was Dave Chappelle, Kevin Samuels. You knew exactly what this was. He wasn't talking about nuclear physics. You knew what it was, and you clicked on it. You supported it. End of story. Don't got to get crucified for it, but shut up.
No.
You brought yourself into this situation.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, because he said something you don't like, he's got to be gay.
I don't go to the army and then get shot at and be like, why I getting shot at? Like, you signed up for it.
What you signed up for.
You knew the job was dangerous.
Yeah. What else? Because I know you on the road, Zoo. What else we got?
Damn. We could let you rant.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about NBA Youngboy.
Well, yeah, we can double this up.
Yeah, we throw the hoop to me. We on a fast break.
So Mr. Youngboy just released an album and stuff, but even before that, I don't really listen to Youngboy's music because I feel harassed every time I turn. Go on Twitter.
That man is an angry young boy.
Instagram comment section. Anywhere, I feel attacked. I don't feel safe.
That's the beat trying to beat me up. He ain't even said nothing yet.
Right.
Windshield wipers just started teeing up out of nowhere. Like, what is going on?
Tires got to turn. Oh man!
Every
Please
comment
stop.
section doesn't matter if it's sports,
Young
if
boy
it's
better.
music.
Young boy better.
Yeah, young boy better. Ratio.
Didn't he get like 100 million views in like a day or something?
No,
something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
And folks didn't understand why.
Yeah.
So people were
Because I'm
assuming
like,
it was
where are
'cause
this
of
man's
bots.
fans besides Twitter? I've never seen the Youngboy fan in real life.
I
I've seen some.
I've yet to meet. Except at your party. Who was that young boy fan?
Was it my brother?
Was it Craig?
It may have been Craig.
Oh,
no. Craig thinks it's trash. It may have been my youngest brother, Jalen, but I'm not 100% sure. But
someone there was a young boy fan. I was like, hey, Rico, I got to go.
A lot of my crew, shout out them. They're like young boy fan. And he got some joints, but for the most part, I'm like, this is very aggressive.
He got to keep putting hits out to support all them babies.
He's got no other choice but to be successful.
But to be successful and aggressive, and whatever's going to sell.
And being in jail doesn't really help that right now.
It does not. Is he in jail currently?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe he's I don't know how he did this album, to be honest.
He's probably got 800 million songs.
It's all the same. You just switch the lyrics and the beat.
And Bobby Shmurda still hasn't put out a single.
He's terrified because if he drops
if he drops it in his trash,
they finna lock his ass right back up.
It's not even that. I just think he's trying to figure out. I think if I was, I'm not him, but if I was Shmurda, one thing I would be worried about is like, what do I make music about at this point? Because I'm on probation. Like the slightest hint of any gang-related activity, I'm going back. Yeah. And you can say whatever you want about the criminal justice system. I think this is very predatory probation that he's under. He served all his time plus then some because he didn't snitch. Yeah. And they still like, we got you on an 85-year probation. So don't do anything gang-related. Yeah. What do you make music about? Because if your music is still going to be, we coming through. Okay, wait, were you actually doing this? Where were you on this day that you...
You snitched on the last time. You pretty much snitched on yourself and everybody last time.
So it's kind of one of them things where it's like...
You might be done.
If I'm him, I'm chilling. I make a couple appearances. I may do a feature here and there, but I'm not.
Dance a couple times.
A couple shmoney dances, maybe even try to get into acting or something. But I'm not finna just be a full blown gangster album. Y'all niggas not finna lock me back up.
Be a Twitch streamer.
Something. Jail is not fun. I'm gonna get on TikTok.
Tell Logic to teach you how to stream.
He lost his 8 years of his youth, and they're like, you want to still go back and do this? You 25, 26 now?
Yeah.
What lane does he got? Like, is he gonna come in here and take it away from Polo G? Fabio? He got a damn Kanye feature.
Cause it's one of them things where it's like, it's not like he's an OG or something. Like it's like,
people remember.
It's like top. It's like he has 2 songs that people really know him for.
Yeah, he been out, and I heard more about him when he was locked up. Yeah, since he been out,
which is probably for the best.
For the best, and I wish him the best.
Yeah, for him, like, do you? But if the best for him is to not make music, bro, don't even make music.
Don't even
cool.
Put yourself in the situation.
Last thing I'm trying to do is sit here that he got locked up again for indicting himself on another song.
Yeah.
Isn't that serious?
But Rico hates stands.
I do. I don't hate stands. I hate.
And he looks at me when he says.
Yes, I do. Every time I type out the word stands, your image just pops up. I'm like,
he's gonna try to.
But yeah, it's certain things about stand culture I just detest. I would much rather have fans than stand. I don't want people getting to the point. We talked about hive mind and all that stuff where you're abusing somebody mentally, vocally, whatever.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yes.
The Barbs.
I mean, there's a couple people that's guilty. The Hive is guilty of it.
And I lean away from the mic as I say it so they don't hear me.
Now, don't be scared. The Barbs. Y'all out here just throwing every little thing. Nicki.
More shots getting shot towards.
No, I mean, I have nothing against Nicki Minaj, but she's
Nicki was with Nas.
They're all from Queens. I got a conspiracy theory. I wrote it down.
Can I get my rant out the way before?
I'll give my conspiracy theory.
That's cool. But my thing is this. I'm not a fan of stand culture for a couple reasons. One, people tend to just be like, oh, he or she can do no wrong. Them niggas can do plenty wrong. And then they hate. They hate when you critique something that they do. So like, what you got in trouble with the Hive?
Oh.
She did all that talking about the stuff on Lemonade, and then still took the nigga back. People point that out. Now all of a sudden you can put up their address, where they work, where their kids look like, because you upset that somebody told the truth about one of your favorite people. That's too much. The thing with going on with Nicki Minaj. Your husband is a sexual predator. He went to jail for such things and then didn't file when he got out. And now all of a sudden, and I have the interview, or a snippet of the interview that one of his victims, Jennifer Huff, she spoke out on it and spoke out on how they tried to pay her off and then proceeded to harass. So this is like 1:25. So I'm gonna play this through real quick. This is Jennifer Huff, the one of the victim of Kenneth Petty, which is Nicki Minaj's husband.
Jennifer, have you ever spoken to Nicki directly?
I did, in March of 2020. She called me, and she said that she got word that I was willing to help them out in a situation. I didn't understand what she was referring to. She offered to fly me and my family to LA. I turned it down. And I told her, woman to woman, this really happened. And I hadn't spoken to her since.
Now, you allege that Nikki and Kenneth were harassing you. In what way?
With them sending people to negotiate numbers as far as money is concerned with family members. And Nikki is the one who personally reached out to me. She's, in regards to helping them in this situation. And then the threats that I received because I kept saying no to every offer, to every suggestion. The last incident was when one of their associates put $20,000 on my lap, and I still kept saying no. The last message I received was that I should have taken the money because they're going to use that money to put on my head.
Like stuff like that. You don't do that to people. And what's so annoying to me, and I'm not expecting anybody to have some type of sympathy, because that's this hive mind in this stan culture. But her barbs, her followers, whatever, they either, it's one of two things they're doing. They either not saying anything at all because, oh, well, Nikki has a chink in her armor, we can't say something. Or they're acting like, oh, well, I'm not going to judge Nikki for the actions of other people. This is her inner circle. Yourself.
You associated with it. So you're guilty by association.
Guilty by association, because somebody said the moment she started doing songs with Tekashi 6ix9ine should have been a red flag for y'all. And they was like, well, I can't judge her for doing a song with somebody who did something in their own time. Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Come on now, it's the same thing.
It's like when Chance got attacked for doing that song with R. Kelly.
With R. Kelly. And my thing is, it would be different if like he had did the song like back when Nick Cannon did the song with R. Kelly. Right. It's before all the stuff had really got out. Yeah. And then even Nick Cannon came back. Man, that was like 15 years ago. He came back and apologized. He was like, hey, I didn't know who I was working with. Chance, everything was out on the table.
And
it's like, people love to, oh, well, the music ain't never touched nobody. The music ain't never did like this.
Controversy is the best seller.
It is.
It's the best seller.
But my thing is, when you get to the point where you can't even critique whoever your favorite person is, I don't have nothing against Nicki Minaj. I mean, I'm not, y'all make jokes about me like trying to be Hollywood. If I don't work with Nicki Minaj because this leaks out or go viral, I don't care. The simple fact of the matter is, somebody who she decided to have a child with needs to be put on a certain list, and he decided not to do it. And now they're both trying to pay off the woman who was accused him of said crimes.
Yeah.
But so that, oh, well, I didn't marry a sexual predator. Yes, you did. The nigga was in jail for a reason.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's a difference when you, like, innocent until proven guilty. Like, oh, I'll stick by him because you don't know. Yeah. You know how it is. But on paper, he's a sexual predator.
Yes.
And you stood by that. And he
waited for him to get out of jail.
And he knows what he's supposed to do as a sexual predator. And you didn't do it. And y'all did this. That makes y'all both predators. You a sexual predator by association.
Yeah.
Now I can't rock with you at all.
I gotta skip over the monster verse.
Facts. I gotta cut it off early.
Because it's just like, why? Like, folks be so, and maybe we can say what you want about it.
Because they worship people. You can't work like.
But it's just where does the lack of independence come from? Like, I know humans we all look for that one person to follow, which is why some people turn to religion, some people turn to politics, whatever. But it's just like, when the facts are just laid out in front of y'all, whether it's COVID, whether it's a singer, songwriter, whoever, when the facts are laid out and there's proof that this is happening, y'all just be like, folks just be like, nah.
I don't know. I trust Andrew Wiggins.
Speaking of him, and I'm glad you said that, because I got some bars for him too.
Well, before we get there, I just want to make a quick substitution on the all-time Life Falling Apart list. Ja Rule has been taken off officially after defeating Fat Joe in the verse. Ja Rule now has some more respect.
Okay.
And Nicki Minaj is slowly going into that category to fill his lane.
Because I'm going to tell you real quick before we get into the jokey joke stuff again. What's about to happen is that all of a sudden you about to see a bunch of Nicki features just bury the lead on this.
Yeah.
I bet you she got some with Lil Wayne coming. She probably got some with Drake.
She definitely got something with Drake.
I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up like doing some sing song stuff, because I know she turned down some. I think it was Doja. You said she turned down.
Doja.
And mind you, Doja is like at her hottest right now. Whether you like her or not, she at like her peak. So like for you to be like, nah,
both literally and figuratively.
And physically was just, there you go, spiritually. But yeah, so it's just one of them things where it's like, you're not doing yourself any favors. And all she gonna do is she gonna have to do a bunch of pro-women stuff or a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of features or whatever just to make you forget that this is happening. That's what they said that the whole Trinidad COVID testicle thing
I was just about to say, she's been associated with a government official. I think you got to do a little bit more damage control in some songs.
Yeah. So.
Like, you was on record talking to the president of a country about a false accusation. Like, yeah, you're going to need another feature. Jay and Lil Baby can't get you out of this. I don't think they're going to be able to get you out of this.
We're going to need Roman's Revenge Part 2. Get Eminem on there.
I don't know, because, we'll get all into that.
Eminem going to protect himself. He's like, nah.
Eminem is starting to destroy that channel.
Eminem. Anyway, we were talking about Andrew Wiggins. We're going to talk a little bit about sports and we're going to get up out of here. Andrew, mind you, like we have said before, most NFL, NBA, NHL, whoever, have basically made it known, hey, if your state requires that you need to get a vaccine to play in that state, you need to have that vaccine. The NBA specifically is letting cities and states mandate how the vaccine thing has to go. But if, like, say you travel to New York and New York is like, hey, if you not coming up in here unless you vaccinated, player-wise, you can't play in New York.
Yeah.
San Francisco has made it known. Any NBA or athlete, whoever that plays in this here state, city, whatever, needs to get vaccinated. Andrew Wiggins was like, no. And then they was like, you're Andrew Wiggins. Who do you think you are to tell us you're not about to get vaccinated? So he was trying his hardest. He was like, well, I won't get it unless I really have to, unless I'm forced to. Then he tried to file a religious exemption as to why he can't get the vaccine. The NBA reviewed and they was like,
what religion, bro?
Baptist, atheist Christianity of the third rock.
The only thing I can see would probably be the 7-day Adventists, because they don't believe in the blood transfusions and all them injections and stuff. Maybe. Yeah. I might be on BS with that. But that's the only one I can think the religion thing would fly with.
Yeah. But it's like, bro, just get out. Like, once again, your body, your choice. So you can miss out on 50% of the games if you want to. Because if your team do well in the playoffs, what you going to do? Just sit on the bench?
And do what he did last year in the
playoffs. Nathaniel. But it's just like, bro, why now you're putting your team at a disadvantage? Because you're a starter on that team. And now you mess up chemistry because you want to be hard-headed and not get the vaccine. It's just like, yeah, we can't tell you.
It starts in like 3 weeks.
Did LeBron get the vaccine?
He probably did, but he ain't saying
that. Because if he comes out and be like, yeah, I'm fully vaxxed, then they're going to be like, yeah.
He wanted to keep it private, but I'm pretty sure that nigga did. And everybody, and I think Chris Paul did too, and folks are trying to say that he didn't because when he had to quarantine those 2 days. Yeah. But I think that was just literally just a COVID protocol. Yeah. But I think most people have gotten it. They just, they not trying to influence everybody else to get it. And it's just, I get it, but it's like, Andrew Wiggins.
It's your job.
It's your job. We said it. Once you sign that $40 million line contract or however much, your body becomes their property for however long they want you.
Right.
And if it says we need you to get a vaccine that's going to make sure you don't kill the rest of the NBA off, you may have to just nut up and go get the vaccine, bro.
Yeah, don't be Rudy.
Or don't play. Don't play.
Just don't play.
That choice.
You do have that choice. And you were saying the same thing about, because I think you were talking about Kyrie way back. He was like, hey, if this is what you want to do, then don't play.
We came here to play basketball. This is what it takes for you to play basketball. If you don't want to, it's not a gun to your head.
Nope.
Just don't play basketball.
Or just trade you for
Ben
Simmons.
Basketball. That's it.
But yeah. Oh, speaking of Ben Simmons, now we can transfer to that.
The transition.
We can't get.
He's on the bag today.
Philly can't get him anywhere. Like literally, nobody wants him in Philly. And Ben said, "I'm not coming back."
Not for that price.
And see, I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch it, but I was watching First Take. Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins on it. It was actually making some really valid points. Stephen A. basically called out Philadelphia. He was like, "Don't be scared. You guys have every right to find him, to whatever, however much money y'all want to take from him, y'all can. If he decides not to come to mandatory training camp, not to come play during the season, y'all trying to be nice about the whole thing because y'all want to see if y'all can get him back after y'all tried to ship him out and then put dirt upon his name talking about like
he was the whole reason the process failed.
They did all of that and then was expecting teams to give up their firstborn to play with him.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not how that's going to work.
And then y'all missed the sale because I was talking to my brother about it and he was just like, everybody got a new core. Everybody, the NBA now is this year is our chance to win.
Yes.
Every year we're trying to build a team to win this year.
Yes.
Bulls got a new squad. We want to see what these guys are running up against. Phoenix. We want to see what they got.
We're not going to give all of that up.
We're not going to get that up for approving, like, this dude can't score.
46 million a year.
Anybody can knock down open jumpers in the gym. Anybody can do that.
I hate when they show him doing that. I'm a fan.
He's working on his game.
I am a fan of practice. I am a fan of working on your game. But when you have repeatedly for the 5 years you've been in the league, however many years,
he's still rated the same as his rookie year on 2K.
when you have repeatedly had shooting woes, your first year we get it. You was basically a power forward. By your second year, there needs to be substantial improvement.
By your third year, if you're not that dude, you need to be a specialist. You either need to be straight up defense, or I'm a straight up assist getter, or I'm a 3-point shooter. You didn't get none of them.
He's a great defender. I'll give him that.
He's a great defender.
He's a good passer, but it's like
that's all you need to do.
But you're being paid way too much.
You're too damn big.
He's getting paid to be a scorer.
And
as well.
That's what it is. And then some people were saying like, oh well, y'all should just use him like Giannis. Y'all need to understand how much of a one of one Giannis Antetokounmpo is. There is nobody almost in the history of the NBA besides maybe Prime Shaq and the Admiral.
Orlando Shaq.
Orlando Shaq and David Robinson. And maybe Wilt, but nobody really got a chance to watch Wilt.
Maybe Akeem would be the closest comparison.
But it's so much different.
It's so much different.
It's
more
so much different.
And all.
And it's just like he is a freak of nature who isn't scared to shoot. Ben Simmons is a freak of nature in his own right, but the nigga's scared to shoot, and he's also not as dominant as Giannis is.
No.
He doesn't even carry himself like he's dominant.
He got scared of block by Trae Young.
Yeah.
So it's one of them things where it's like, I'm not Ben Simmons. I don't know what's going on in his mind. But the simple fact of the matter is, Philadelphia messed up. You thought that everybody was just going to be chomping at the bit to get Ben Simmons. Nigga, we all watched the playoffs.
Yeah.
We saw what he didn't do.
We saw him
and then you sat there and let your best player, more or less, throw shade by saying, well, I felt like the tide turned when we decided to pass up an open layup instead of just taking it.
Yeah.
And then you saw Doc Rivers basically now try to take the blame at all. Was like, well, does Ben Simmons come back? I can't answer that. I don't know the answer to that. I can't answer. So you see the two of the faces of your franchise not try to claim Ben at all. Yeah. And all of a sudden it's like, dang, we really can't get nobody to bite on him.
But this ain't all on him.
It's not even. It's because they're asking for too much. Then.
Well, his contract, he got like damn near $180 million contract for 4 years.
And I showed y'all the tweet or what the quote where he was like, "It's not my job to lower my value so y'all can trade me. Y'all niggas decided to pay me this." But what Stephen A. Smith said was like, you decided to sign on that dotted line. So the simple fact that you did, you are obligated to come if you haven't been traded. Yeah. But if Philadelphia going to be scared and not find you, then I ain't mad at you. Sit on the couch.
Right.
You got to do the James Harden and just come back fat. First game.
All water weight.
They said that was a weighted vest. But
what were you saying? You were about to say something. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were talking about you got to think of, because you were talking about how everybody basically has their group.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, everybody's geared up to win a championship now. Yeah. Well, they're trying to win a championship. Nobody wants to take that and just like, we don't know what we're going to be getting. Uh-huh. He can come back and be 30-10 next year.
You don't know that.
You don't know.
Yep.
But that's a big-ass risk to take, because what would the Bulls have to give up? You'd have to give up DeRozan.
You got to give up DeRozan, Zach, Lonzo probably.
You probably giving up DeRozan and Lonzo.
For sure.
You
just got him. It's like, bro, you not worth all of that to not be able to shoot. Because mind you.
And Caruso.
Because the whole, from what I can tell with the Bulls, shout out to the Bulls for actually, getting a cohesive group going. Get well soon, Pat will. Yeah, he sprained his ankle. Yeah. But they said about a month. Yeah. So, like, right as the season coming back. So, he probably missed all the preseason, be back maybe within the first week. But anyway.
By Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But the way it's looking, they surrounded Zoe with shooters to dish that, and then you can run. So, this is a athletic team that can shoot basically besides DeRozan. Like that can shoot.
He can knock it down
from 3 though. He's more mid range, but you have a 3 and run team. You don't need Ben for that.
You definitely don't.
Zoe can do exactly what Ben doing. He's a great rebounder, a decent defender, and a great passer.
Yeah. That's all we need.
That's all you need. You don't need nothing extraordinary.
Score. He'll get you 20 if you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because he's been
run ISO
and he's been working on his game.
Yeah, every year.
The confidence in his 3-point shot from this year to his first year with the Lakers is way different. I'm excited to see what he do. I think he can average. I think he could probably give like 15, 7, and 7 because he's not gonna have to score that much. And then
he might do the double. He might can do 15 and 10.
15 and 10.
He might be able to. He got the Vucevic. He got
with
the
the amount of
Rose.
scores.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
He
surprised.
might be able to get that.
But like with the whole Philadelphia thing, it's like, bro, y'all dug yourself this hole. And now everybody trying to play, oh, well, I wouldn't want to get, I would love Ben. I think we can win with Ben. No, you don't.
Atlanta didn't pass y'all in the process. How long are we going to trust this process?
Mind you, Trey only been in the league 3 years.
And they've been to the finals. Well, conference finals.
Yeah. Come on,
y'all ain't been back since Kawhi hit that shot.
Nope. And that wasn't even these guys. That was semis. That was y'all. That was y'all shot.
That was y'all. That was y'all shot.
Y'all
would have destroyed Golden State.
Jimmy leaving crumbled everything, and he said he left because it was a lack of accountability within the when Brett Brown was still the coach. He said this is how like the film sessions would go. They would call them in there. They would basically just watch highlights. It was just click, highlight, click, highlight, click, highlight. All right, y'all, let's go warm up. Nothing productive. And then he was saying, like, I don't mind being the a-hole. So, like, when there was they was having, like, kind of like a tough time, they had a team meeting. And mind you, everybody come to Jimmy when they got an issue with how they being coached or whatnot. Don't nobody want to speak up. Yeah. So, Jimmy, he said, this is on the JJ Redick podcast, because JJ Redick was on that team, too. He was like, nobody's saying nothing. I'm looking around like, okay, I think this works if I'm more so of the point guard of the situation, helping initiate.
Right.
Because of X, Y, and Z. And you saw what happened. They all of a sudden just knew what to be as a team.
Right.
And Jimmy leaves, all of a sudden leadership is gone because
there's no.
I'm not about to follow Ben Simmons. You can't even shoot 50% from the field.
There's no world where Tobias Harris stays over Jimmy Butler. There's just no world without making that.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy had been proven when he got there. Like, we're not going to just be like, oh, Jimmy was second fiddle. He ran that Bulls squad.
Yes.
And he was still functional for a while when D-Rose got hurt. And he ran Minnesota, got them in the playoffs.
Yeah. And
like, y'all don't do that. Tobias Harris ain't never got Orlando to the playoffs. There's no reason why y'all should have picked him.
They didn't pick him over Jimmy. It was the fact that Jimmy didn't see where he could grow with them, so he left. So they was like, well, we'll just get it. We can't lose both of them.
Y'all should have put up a better fight for Jimmy.
Yeah.
That nigga went to the finals. I don't care if it was a bubble or not. He went to the finals.
Yes. Is there anything else going on with sports?
Not really. Justin Fields is starting.
Justin Fields is indeed starting. Andy Dalton got hurt. I think this is just gonna be I'm the low key. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad that Andy is the starter. I know everybody wants Fields to start.
He's not ready yet.
Fields will be the guy, but when you look at, it's tough to say he's not ready because a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's not getting those reps. Yeah. So if he was getting first team reps from the jump, maybe he is ready. Yeah. But with the way Nagy is kind of wishy-washy with a lot of stuff, bro, not ready. I'm not trying to have him die out there trying to prove that he ready. Especially with that O-line.
Yeah, he might die this Sunday.
Come on now. David Montgomery had to break a lot of tackles to get his yardage.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. And then they're going up against Myles Garrett next week, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yep, the Browns.
I don't know, bro.
Scary. That man's gonna be. Good thing he's young. He's gonna be running for his life.
Yeah, I like him. He definitely
just stay in that pocket too much.
And then it's just a little bit. It's a little bit of lack of familiarity. You saw it with the false starts that he had. I've almost never seen a quarterback get a false start. Yeah. And it's just
he got 2 in a row.
They don't understand his cadence. It's literally just as simple as, oh dang. Well, Andy usually said hut. You said hut, and it threw me completely off. Like it's just something as simple as that.
That's something in football though.
Yeah.
Them cadences, because you'll go off. Like you're like water. Oh, and then you don't know and the pause in between.
So I wish him the best. So I think he'll do fairly well. It's just one of them things. If the line can protect and he throw an accurate ball, I think we'll be good. But Browns got a solid defense that we got to worry about. We really got to worry about them. So
it's gonna be scary hours.
Scary hours for sure. But if we don't have anything, we
that's
good?
About it.
No,
we touched that. Oh, well, we want to say rest in peace to, I don't know his name. Ezel passed from Friday. He was in a lot of other stuff. House Party 3.
Comedian.
House Party, the first one.
Yeah.
And then we want to say our prayers and thoughts to Jelani Day.
Oh, yeah.
He was found, Rest in peace. Protect our blacks.
It's a lot going on. His name was Anthony Johnson, the comedian that passed away. But it's a little bit more. I think they saying that maybe a little bit deep into that Jelani Day thing. The more we can talk about that next week when we find out more information. But RIP, press to his family. We're glad that they actually finally got closure, but hopefully like the truth kind of comes out as to what happened, But we thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another exhilarating installment of the Friendly Fire Podcast. You guys have any questions, complaints, anything you guys want us to talk about, you can email us at friendlyfire2021@gmail.com or DM us at friendly_fire on IG. Once again, friendlyfire2021@gmail.com or friendly_fire.
Yeah.
Artists, send us your MP3s at the email. If we like it, it's going on at the end of our podcast. Simple as that. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 28. I am Rico, G Baby, Zoo, Friendly Fire. Be blessed.
Peace.
Bye.